Do you know women's cortisol levels drop 35% when they've been living by themselves for 3 months or longer?
Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we are talking about why women are choosing peace over men. Okay, so today's topic is one I know a lot of you will relate to. Why more women are choosing peace over men. Yep, we are going there. So grab your tea and let's get into it. So I put the videos together so that you watch and learn. I'll be back to share my true sense, what I think about today's video.
Do you know women's cortisol levels drop 35% when they've been living by themselves for 3 months or longer? This is done by research by Joe Dispenza. And I can tell you, like, after being in partnership and living with men for so many years now, and now living on my own in my own apartment, I have never felt peace like this in my life. And this is not a slander against men or anything. I'm just telling you the peace that I feel right now is unmatched. I feel like I can think. I feel like when I'm out in public, I'm more relaxed. I'm walking more confidently. I'm walking slower. I feel clearer about what I want to do with my future. I know what I need to do with my day. I can work longer hours because I'm not so stressed out and caught up in somebody else's mood and what somebody else expects of me. I don't feel like I'm not enough. And that's always how I feel in partnership with a man, especially when I'm living with him. I never feel like I can fully relax at home. I love to cry for no reason. Like, I just cry on a regular basis, and not because I'm sad, but just because I enjoy it. And so, like, I like to be able to do that when I'm home. And I realize when I cry more often, I'm more in touch with my feelings and I let myself just laugh and whatever. Like, I don't feel as emotionally constipated like I do in a partnership. And I feel like then when I'm in public, I'm a lot more emotionally regulated and happy and light. Sure, was there an initial detox? Like, I felt super anxious the first day or day and a half, and I cried a lot. It's like adjusting to be on your own again. But I swear that like third or fourth day, I was like, oh my God, the clouds have cleared. Like, I'm not angry all the time anymore. Like, as you've seen on my other content, like being angry, like I forgave the guy that cheated on me. I don't care anymore. I'm moving upward and onward. Like, I feel so good. It's just, I just think women have been sold this lie that we need men and men make us happier. Because you cannot contest the way that you feel when you're by yourself. As a woman, it feels just euphoric. And the last time I was by myself, it was after another breakup, and I was traveling around the world. And I equated it to just, living off my savings and traveling and, not having any obligations or being in Thailand. But I think it was just being alone. That's why I was so happy. And what's crazy too is when I was in a relationship before, like I would always be thinking like, oh, I need to go do social stuff. I like this obligation, like, okay, I need to go make friends. Now I don't care. Like, I feel so happy just not doing anything and going and doing stuff on my own. And I'm naturally wanting to just go to, I went to a Zumba class today and saw a girl I hadn't seen him forever. And we're like, oh, let's meet up and whatever. Like, things just happen more naturally. They're not as forced. And I don't feel this constant rumination in my head that I felt when I was living with a partner. And if you want to watch the whole video of this, it's Why Women Who Live Alone Are the Happiest by Joe Dispenza. Look that up on YouTube. It will completely change your mindset.
I don't know about the rest of my single folk, but every day single, I become less and less interested in the idea of a relationship or marriage. I've had my fair share of relationships. Some were okay, some were terrible. I genuinely just feel like there's nobody out there that I am compatible enough with to settle down. Maybe that's selfish of me, but I honestly don't care. I feel like so much of my life is centered around taking care of other people and not taking care of myself. When I think about my dreams for the future, it used to involve getting married, but I don't know if that's something I want anymore. I used to think being alone meant that I had to give in to the feeling of loneliness. And while I do feel that way sometimes, it's actually very freeing to be able to do what you want without having to answer to anybody. Maybe I'll change my mind eventually. I don't know.
A video that went viral recently about how women are prioritizing peace over low-grade, low-effort relationships with men. And the number one comment that I got from men was, well, fine, if you can live without us, we're just not going to protect you anymore. So first of all, who exactly are you protecting us from? Is it Sarah that we're afraid is going to break into our home and assault us? Or is it men? Is it men that you're protecting us from? Secondly, when women say that we'd rather have peace and safety, we're not talking about physical safety. We're talking about emotional safety. The reason there is an epidemic of lonely, depressed men is because women would rather be alone than in an emotionally unsafe relationship. I feel that we're in emotional danger when we can't be vulnerable and express how we feel. We're being constantly criticized or put down or ignored. For all the men run to the comments and say, well, we want to be valued too. Yes, and you deserve that. But why are 72% of divorces initiated by women? And why statistically are women thriving in singledom and men are not? It is because women en masse are willing to put in the work, be self-reflective, and do what it takes to show up, and men simply are not.
So for all the single ladies out there, I think you're making these mistakes that I'm about to list. I think there's at least one of you, even if there's one of you watching this video, I think this is one of the mistakes that you make, that you need to stop making. First one is that you're not practicing celibacy at this time. Like, you don't know who, the people you're laid up with, yeah, you don't know what their circumstances are down below. You don't know what they're doing to your pH balance. You know, having self-control physically, but also emotionally, it's going to make you a very, very powerful woman, especially for the time when it comes to you getting into an actual relationship. A lack of self-control during this time is going to ruin you. And I'm talking ruin you emotionally and physically. Get to the bag, sis. The second tip, and I fall victim or guilty of this, is isolating yourself too much. I think it's very, very bad to do this. And even if you're not going out with somebody, you should still go out and get out of the house, because being indoors too much, like, it's almost like being in solitary confinement if you're indoors all the time. Now, don't get me wrong, there's some people that generally enjoy being indoors, like they can find anything to do, and I'm one of those people. But as a human being, there's only so far you can go being indoors. Like, imagine just staying in the same place every single day. You're not going to grow. In your single season, you're supposed to grow, you're supposed to develop, but how are you going to do that just being in, like, rotting away in your bed, being in the four corners of your home? Like, you have to get out, you know. And you're probably going to say, where, or like, what should I do? I don't have money. Just get out the house. Just do something, okay? I always say at least leave the house once a day, you know. And I'm still working on, girl, don't think I'm just ministering this to you. I'm ministering this to myself as well. But I always try and set something for myself where I say, try and go out the house at least once a day, even if it's for a quick walk, even if it's to go and buy crap at the corner shop. And my final, I'm not even taking my jewelry off. And my final tip, yeah, please use this as a time to level up. Like, I'm telling you, if there's ever a time where the full focus is going to be on you, this is the time. Like, stop taking your single era for granted. Stop it. And stop being sad that you're single as well. Like, because there's so much to be grateful for during this season. There's so much to be happy about. Yeah, I know a lot of people are saying, when will my single era end? When will my single era end? But it's when your loving yourself era starts that maybe possibly your single era will end. Okay, sis, so hear that.
So that's the video, guys. I'm just here also to share my 2 cents, like why women are choosing peace over men. Okay, so we've seen a lot of trend going around. Let's be real. Have you noticed how more and more women are saying no to relationship and yes to themselves, whether it's staying single, focusing on careers, or just enjoying life? So there's a clear trend happening, and it's not just about being anti-men; it's deeper than that. Okay, so today we're going to be breaking down exactly why women are choosing their peace over partnership, and honestly, some of these reasons might surprise you. Okay, so the first one which we are going to talk about is emotional labor. Okay, and a lot, first up, emotional labor. Women are tired. For decades we have been expected to be the emotional support system in relationship, listening, nurturing, fixing, and while love is beautiful, constantly being the one to manage the emotional side of the relationship can be exhausting. A lot of women are realizing they rather pour the energy into themselves, their passion or friendship that feel more balanced. Okay. Number three is reasons bad relationship experiences with a lot of experience, bad experience. Let's not sugarcoat. Some women have just had enough of drama, ghosting, gaslighting, cheating. It's a lot. After a few bad experiences, many women are like, you know what, I'm good, instead of diving into another relationship with the risk of heartbreak. They're choosing peace. And honestly, who can blame them? So there's also financial independence or no independence. Women are now traveling, working out, or starting businesses. Okay, now let's talk about independency. Women today are more financially independent than ever before. We are building businesses, traveling the world, and living life on our own terms. For many women, relationship used to be about security, but now that we can secure the bag and our happiness on our own, there is less pressure to settle for anything less than amazing. Changing priorities and self-love. Okay, so this is very important. Another big reason priorities have shifted. Women are focusing on self love, mental health, and personal growth instead of blending over backwards or bending. Keep a man happy, they are investing in themselves. Like they're saying, I can do better than this, okay? I can do great all by myself. That's powerful. Uh, there's also avoidance, okay? But here's the question. Are women truly empowered or are some avoiding vulnerability because past hurts? It's fine line or one had choice. Yourself is always win. But on the other hand, relationship can bring growth, connection and love. It's all about balance, knowing when to walk away from what doesn't save you, but staying open to the right kind of love when it comes, okay? This is very important, ladies. So what do you think? Are women right to prioritize their peace, or is this just a phase? You need to drop your comments, okay? I would love to hear from you. So one thing you should know that women now are prioritizing themselves. This is very important. When you choose your own peace, you're going to be the happiest person on this earth. Have you ever heard that? The most happiest people on this earth are the single people and the married men, not married women. Married women are always stressed because that's supposed always to do anyone in this relationship. Okay, it's either they're stressed with their husband, they're stressed with school, they're stressed with taking people to school, they're stressed of work, and then I have to come back from work and start cooking, cleaning, and doing all these sort of things. So one thing you should know is that being single is very powerful because you're going to learn how to love yourself more without giving a lot to others. Because being married or in a relationship, it's kind of draining, I tell you, especially when you didn't meet your right person. This is why I'm always telling you choose the right partner. When you choose the right partner, everything goes well. But when you choose the wrong one, you end up finding yourself in very difficult situations. Like, okay, so you have to pay attention when you're choosing a partner. Another thing why women are choosing to be themselves is women now they have enough cash. They can travel the whole world. Some of these women they've choose their own peace because these men they just kind of draining. They don't really know what they want in life. This is one thing you should know. Most of the men they don't know what they want in life. And most of the men they don't want to get married. They're never ready for marriage. Sometimes you ask a person, who are we? They don't even know if you guys are dating or it's just a situationship. So ladies, in 2025, we are staying single. If you haven't found a relationship which is good for you, a good partner for you, take your time. It's very important to take your time because you don't have to rush anything. Marriage is not for rushing. You need to take your time because it comes with a lot inside. It's a big package, it's a big bag on its own because you're just meeting this person. Um, you're going to be staying together for the first time. You don't know what their habits, you don't really know what really they like. Okay, in the house when you're staying together, because when you're staying boyfriend and girlfriend, you just go and come back. But now, if you stay in in their houses, we're going to know that this is the real person I've just met. Okay. So yeah, so most of the women are prioritizing their singleness because it's kind of draining. Women are tired of being cheated with these men. Women are tired of being lied on. Women are tired of being financially drained. Women are tired of taking care of men. I think it's saying men need to start taking care of themselves. This is the most important thing that you need to do, men. Okay, women are also tired to do all those things because women are the ones who are supposed to nurture you, to be there for you. I don't know what you can do if we don't have women in this country. I think it can be more complicated. Okay, yeah. So if you're ready, be single. It's really important. You need some fresh air, and you can come back whenever you want. All right. So that's the thing. So that's a video for today, guys. I don't know what you think about today's video. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and kindly suggest in the comment section what you think. If you ever experienced this type of peace before, kindly leave a comment for us and take care, you guys, for yourself. Bye bye for now.